Hey guys, so these videos, this is the first video of the series that we're going to be talking about how to set up the pipelines, how to set up everything that you need for implementing what we're learning in the Cold Email Manifesto. This is an amazing book. If you haven't read it yet, a link will be below to grab that book, but absolutely the best book if you're looking to build an agency or promote a SaaS product. Absolutely the best book that you're ever going to read in that regard. But what these videos are going to be about is how to implement some of the background automations to make your life a little easier when it comes to implementing these things. So first thing what we're going to be doing is we have to make the pipeline in what we want, to bring people through. You definitely want to have a different pipeline for every time of lead gen you're doing. So if this is cold emailing, you should have one for cold calling. You should have one for going into businesses, these types of things if you're an agency owner. So the biggest thing that you want to do is you just go down right here to opportunities. And if you've never done one of these pipelines before, all you got to do is just go click over to pipelines. And then you want to create new pipeline. So we're going to start with some simple steps. We will add things to the pipeline in later videos. So we're just going to start with a very simple pipeline step. So this one would be cold email. I'll just put it as Manifesto pipeline. Cold email Manifesto pipeline. So we'll know when we're looking at the list later. So first we want to put leads in the one section because this is where all our leads are going to be populating in this one spot. Next we want to put open emails or opened emails. Actually, no, I forgot one. Send emails. We'll have to move this one up. So you want leads, send emails, opened emails, responded. All right, so this is going to be a very simple start to the pipeline. This is what we want to do. We just want to make it very, very simple to begin with, so that way we can add the more complex parts onto it later. But this is going to be a very good start for you guys to get going. So just make it leads, send emails, open emails, and responded to emails. This is going to be a good start. And name it whatever you want, but you want to make sure that the pipeline's named so you can separate it from everything else. And we're doing this with cold emailing, and it's from Cold Email Manifesto, the book, so it's perfect. Name it something like that would be good. So there you go. That's the first step. So now we can go back to opportunities, and we can see these pipeline stages right here, right? So what's going to happen is we're going to be populating all of our leads for each one of our niches, and they're all going to go in this one section. It doesn't matter what niche they're in, what vertical they're in, because I'm going to show you guys how to separate them on the back end so you don't have to worry about it. And what we're going to be doing is when we have contact cards in here, we're going to drag them from here, and then we're going to drop them in here, and this is going to send the email to them. So that's going to be, I'll show you guys how to do that. And then if they open the emails, they're going to populate here automatically, and if they respond to the emails, they're going to populate here automatically. So that's going to be the main part of your pipeline, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Next thing that you want to do is you want to go and you want to add your tags. So whatever tags you guys are going to be doing, you go to your settings, come down here where it says tags right here, and you want to hit tags, and there's no tags created in here. This is a brand new account. I'm doing this so I can walk you guys through specifically on a brand new account, so it hasn't been done before, so you guys can see exactly how step-by-step that is done. So first you're going to want to go and you hit new tag, and this tag is going to be what you add to when you upload a list into Ontrasoft, High Level, whichever you're using, is when you upload a list into this platform, you want to tag them in what vertical it is. So for me specifically, I'm in the blue collar space. My business is Blue Collar Leads, and what I'm doing when I get to this process is I'm going to be going after 3 verticals to begin with. These are going to be my main ones. It's going to be plumbing, HVAC, and roofing. So I want to tag those lists properly so I can organize them on the back end and make sure that the proper messaging gets to each one of these businesses, right? So first I'll start with plumber, and then add. And then HVAC. Wow. And then another tag here. This would be for roofer. Now, this doesn't matter what vertical you guys are going after, doesn't matter what your niche is. And if you haven't narrowed anything down into one specific niche, that is perfectly okay. You do not need to narrow it down to one specific niche yet. I'm going to show you on the back end how you're able to separate those emails so you're specifically speaking to that one niche. And the thing is you don't want to probably go over 4. You should probably pick 4 verticals or niches that you want to go after to make your life a little easier on the back end. I picked 3. I work with most blue collar businesses, but my outbound marketing for now, I'm going to test it with just the 3. So that's why I have roofer, HVAC, and plumber. But again, you can have as many as you want. I just suggest don't go over 4 because it just makes it much more difficult on the back end. So there you go. So those 3 are created. That's going to be the next step in the process. Now, the next step after you're in here is what we're going to be doing is when you guys read the book, there's going to be something in there that's called the custom one-liner. This is what's going to make the emails really work properly, and you do not want to skip that part because that part is the most important piece of this whole cold email manifesto, and you guys want to make sure that you don't miss that. So what you want to do is you go into your custom fields, and you want to add a custom field. Now, what this is you will be able to map things to this custom field. You'll be able to pull data in to the emails based on this custom field as well, which we'll show you later on in the videos. But it's very important that you do this step. And so what I do is I always pick large text instead of single text because sometimes the one-liners are a little bit longer than one line, and I don't know what the limit of text is in this, so I just use large text. So we don't have to worry about running out of characters, when we upload the stuff into High Level or Entresoft, okay? So pick large text, and then it's a contact field, right? And then what you want to name the field is custom one-liner, right? So that's what you want to copy because it's a custom one-liner to that email, and you guys will see later on in the videos how you will pull these into the email. So this will be your first one that you want to do, and then hit save. You will do more custom fields in the future, but you don't need them right now. This is a good place to start. So that's your basic setup. This is where we're gonna lead this video off. I'm gonna get into the other parts of the steps in the next video. We want to make sure that we're breaking these down into bite-sized pieces. So go out and do those 3 steps, and then look for the next video.